Have you ever wondered if it's possible to prepare for death, not with fear or anxiety, but with peace and certainty? Can the simple act of chanting the Buddha's name truly help guide us to a serene and liberated passing? In today's video, we will explore how cultivating the habit of chanting can not only transform our current life but also prepare us for a peaceful and liberated death. This practice is not just about repetition, it is about integrating the power of the Buddha's name into our daily life, ensuring that, at the moment of passing, we can depart with a heart full of peace, ready to move on to the next stage of existence with confidence. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is an important one for anyone seeking spiritual tranquility and peace of mind. We will explore the profound question: how can cultivating the habit of chanting the Buddha's name lead us to a peaceful passing, free from fear or regret? We will discuss the role of chanting in the context of life, death, and spiritual liberation. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the practice that has helped countless people attain peace in their final moments. Let's start with a story that deeply illustrates the power of chanting the Buddha's name in the face of death. A few years ago, I met an elderly monk who had spent his entire life in monastic practice. As his health began to decline, he knew that his time in this world was coming to an end. Despite his advanced age and weakened body, he remained calm and focused on his practice. Every morning, he would chant the Buddha's name with great devotion, and every evening, he would recite the Amitabha Sutra, praying for his rebirth in the Pure Light. One day, a young disciple asked him, "Master, you've spent your life preparing for death. Aren't you afraid? Don't you worry about what will happen after you leave this body?" The elderly monk smiled gently and replied, "I have no fear. The name of the Buddha has been my companion throughout my life. It has guided me through every moment of hardship and joy. As I approach the end, I trust that the Buddha will take me by the hand and guide me to the Pure Light." When you are familiar with something, when it becomes your habit, there is no fear. There is only peace and assurance. This story beautifully illustrates the power of chanting. For this monk, chanting was not just a ritual or a prayer. It was a way of life. It was a habit that had been formed over years of dedicated practice, and as a result, it brought him peace in his final moments. He did not face death with trepidation, because he had prepared his mind and heart by cultivating a deep and continuous connection with the Buddha's name. But for many of us, the question arises, how can we develop such a habit? In our fast-paced, chaotic lives, how can we find the time and mental space to incorporate chanting into our daily routine? The answer lies in the simplicity of the practice itself. Chanting is not something that requires extensive time or effort. It is a practice that can be integrated into every aspect of life, no matter how busy we may be. The first step in cultivating the habit of chanting is to start small and be consistent. You don't need to chant for hours each day. Even a few minutes each morning or evening can begin to create the foundation for a peaceful and focused mind. Start by setting aside a few moments in your day to chant the Buddha's name, whether in the morning before you begin your tasks or in the evening before you sleep. As you do this, try to focus fully on the sound of the words, allowing the name of the Buddha to fill your mind and heart. Over time, this simple practice will begin to take root. When you chant the Buddha's name, focus not only on the words themselves but on the intention behind them. With each repetition, dedicate your practice to the well-being of all beings, and allow your heart to open to the compassion and wisdom of the Buddha. By dedicating each chant to others, you align your own heart with the boundless compassion of the Buddha, strengthening the habit of selfless love and kindness. The second step is to integrate chanting into your daily life. One of the most profound aspects of chanting is its ability to stabilize the mind, regardless of external circumstances. Whether you are at work, dealing with family matters, or simply going about your daily routine, you can continue to chant in your mind or softly recite the Buddha's name. This ongoing practice will gradually help you maintain a calm and steady mind, even in the midst of challenges. When you begin to chant regularly, you will notice a shift in your experience of life. The mind becomes less scattered, more centered, and more focused. You will feel a sense of peace that transcends the circumstances around you. Over time, this peace will deepen, and you will begin to notice that even in moments of stress or uncertainty, the Buddha's name will rise naturally in your heart, providing you with guidance and comfort. Let me share an example of how chanting has had a transformative effect on someone I know. A close friend of mine, who was once overwhelmed by the pressures of his career, found himself sinking into anxiety and restlessness. Despite his success in his professional life, he felt unfulfilled and disconnected from his spiritual path. One day, he decided to try chanting the Buddha's name during his lunch break, as a way to quiet his mind and find some peace. At first, he struggled to concentrate, his thoughts constantly racing with concerns about work and personal issues. But gradually, through consistent practice, he began to notice that the chanting helped him regain clarity. His heart felt lighter, and his mind was no longer consumed by worry. The more he practiced, the more he realized that the Buddha's name was like an anchor, holding him steady amid the turbulence of daily life. This experience illustrates how chanting can become a powerful tool for overcoming anxiety and stress. It provides a way to reconnect with a deeper sense of purpose and peace, allowing us to navigate the challenges of life with greater wisdom and resilience. And now, let's explore how chanting can also prepare us for the ultimate transition, death. According to the teachings of many Buddhist traditions, when we reach the end of our lives, the state of our mind at the moment of passing determines our next rebirth. If we have cultivated a steady and focused mind, one that is centered on compassion and wisdom, we will be able to face death with peace, knowing that we are ready to move on to the next stage of existence. The habit of chanting the Buddha's name plays a crucial role in this process. Just as we train our minds in daily life through chanting, we are also preparing ourselves for a peaceful passing. When the time comes, the repetition of the Buddha's name will guide us to the Pure Land, helping us to detach from the physical body and transition to a higher state of consciousness. This is why it is so important to cultivate this habit while we are still alive, so that when the moment of death arrives, we can pass with a heart full of peace, free from fear and attachment. In conclusion, developing the habit of chanting the Buddha's name is one of the most powerful ways to prepare for both life and death. By integrating this simple practice into our daily lives, we cultivate a mind that is steady, focused, and full of compassion. We create a foundation for spiritual growth and liberation, ensuring that when the time comes, we will face death with peace and confidence. The Buddha's name becomes not only a chant but a bridge to spiritual freedom, guiding us through every moment of our lives and into the next. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that the teachings shared today inspire you to start your own practice of chanting the Buddha's name. May it bring peace and tranquility to your heart and prepare you for the ultimate transition with ease and serenity. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more spiritual insights. Until next time, may you find peace in every step of your journey.